in January, when we were planning this event, we assumed that symbolically at least we would be burying COVID-19 at the end of March, when we had the idea for a capsule, a time capsule to mark the COVID period. All the indicators look really good that, you know, this thing is on its way out. I'm sure we should be all back to normal by March. And we nearly were, and it's only in the last 2 weeks, I think, that things have changed again. And we've learned that you can't really second guess what's going to happen next with COVID. Today, as we gather to bury this time capsule, we're here to mark a remarkable period in the life of our community in Tallaght. A time in our community when most people were asked to stay at home, but when many people in our community were asked to do the opposite. At a time of greatest fear and greatest uncertainty, when most people didn't want to close their home door, many people in our community was asked to step up, to step forward, and to step out, and to put themselves at greater risk, and to put themselves in danger in the interests of the wider community. All of our colleagues here in Tallaght University Hospital, the cleaning staff, nurses, doctors, administrators, managers, our friends in Garda Síochána, our colleagues in Dublin Fire Brigade, our retail workers from the square and throughout the community, all those people that served the rest of us during that period of greatest fear and greatest uncertainty. So we're burying this today really to remember this difficult period we've come through, and to honour all of those, their sacrifice and their service to the community. And also, I suppose, to remember those that didn't come through this period. Many people will have known friends or family members or acquaintances, particularly in Tallaght Hospital. I'm sure many people will have known loved ones even that didn't come through this period. So it's really about that. It's to commemorate the losses, to remember the service, but to celebrate that we've nearly come through this period, and I think we've every reason to be more optimistic than at any time in the past. There's a lot of people to thank. I'd like to thank Lucy and Tallaght University Hospital, as I said, for hosting us this morning, the event, and our time capsule for minding it for us for the next 58 years. I'm not sure who will be held accountable if this thing is forgotten about over that period of time. And I certainly hope there's some system in place in facilities management. There's some memo for the year 2080 for March that this thing needs to be dug back up. So thank you, Tallaght University Hospital. We'd like to thank Emmett Ronan and Deirdre McKeown and the welding team in Tallaght Training Centre, Tallaght Training Workshop, for making this extraordinary thing. When we had an idea for a time capsule, I think when you're 12, you have an idea of a time capsule and it's some sort of space age, high-tech thing. None of us were 12 when we came up with this idea, but we just gave the brief to the training centre. And this is the extraordinary thing they came up with. I think it's beyond what we had hoped for. It's meant to be waterproof. Again, I'm not sure how we're going to test that, but I've every confidence that what's in that capsule will still be dry in 58 years. So thanks to the guys in Tallaght Training Workshop. Have I left anyone out? No. Thank you all for coming this morning and for sharing this moment.